He says some publications are simply organised criminal activities, which may be at the behest of the sponsors when prominent academics are paid large sums of money to publish false data by industry, or a sponsor may be one of the victims when payments for conducting research are made to the investigators who simply fabricate data. Medical journals have a financial pressure to publish positive findings of research on drugs and medical devices because their manufacturers buy reprints for the papers of distribution of doctors who then pay for advertisements as well, linked to articles that are favourable to their product. So to protect their reputations, academic institutions conceal research misconduct, destroy evidence, and silence whistleblowers. By the way, if you look at the document which is available online, you can find examples of all of this. I'm not going to go through it because I think that would be unfair, but you can find this. Journals are reluctant to admit that they have published flawed research, so they commonly refuse to publish failures to replicate. Fear of libel action contributes to the failure to expose research misconduct. Because lenient sanctions are imposed, institutions believe that the misconduct is not very serious and therefore fraudsters are not deterred. And he says the best way forward really is for criminal action for certain forms of research misconduct, and I agree with him. Now, one example here, one Dutch researcher in 2011 was found guilty for publishing fictitious data on the use of beta blocker drugs for non-cardiac surgery. And he was expelled from his institution. But what was very extraordinary is that his research, many papers were published in very high-impact journals. He influenced the European Society of Cardiology guidelines. And this research, it's estimated that it resulted, the use of beta blockers where it wasn't indicated ultimately, when it was found that this data was dodgy. It's estimated that over Europe, over 8 years, across Europe, this was responsible for 800,000 excess deaths. 800,000 excess deaths.